I think I picked the perfect day to finish up this garden tour because here is my Jamaican Swirl, Roselle, Hibiscus. This thing is called a lot of different things, but I just call it Jamaican Swirl. And it is in bloom, and I have some sorrel ready to harvest on it. And it's the perfect time to show y'all. There's the bloom. There's another bloom. If I can get in there. One's open. And here's another one. I got started late on this one. I think it might have been in June when I got it in the ground. It may have been a little earlier, but I can't remember for sure. But I did get it in the ground late. So it's not quite as big as some that I've had. It's big enough. And as you can see, there's enough sorrel on there. I'll be harvesting this soon. This one is ready to harvest. You can tell when they're ready to harvest because they get big and they open up after it blooms. They come out like this. They'll have the blooms come out like this. Can you see it? And then the blossom comes out of it like this. That's the next stage. And then the bloom will dry like this. And then the calyx will swell. And they continue to get bigger and bigger. Yes, those are my sorrel, and it's time to start harvesting it. We've got some ready to harvest, and they will continue to produce flowers and blooms and calyces until the frost comes, and all parts of this plant are edible. So if you look right here, there's some red mustard in here, and right here there's a bottom of an onion that I used the other day, and I'm going to just stick it in the ground right here. It will either grow or it'll rot. I don't care which. It does. But I'm sorry about that. That was a mosquito. I stick those in the ground all the time, and a lot of them grow. But they seem to keep the pest away. Help to keep the pest away. But anyway, these are my mustards. They're doing pretty good. I've got several growing in this bed. And since I'm out here, you can see I've got some mustard growing over here as well. Something is chewing on them. We'll see how those do. I sprinkled a little diatomaceous earth around to see if that will discourage whatever's chewing on them. I haven't seen any worms on them, but that's just because I haven't been here while they're here. But anyways, I really didn't intend to do a garden update because I'm not ready. But anyways, in this bed there's some mustard in there. I'm going to put some more. I have some in it growing in another container. I'm going to transplant some more in here. That is an old purple stem collard from last year, but it's got some greens going on top, and I'm still eating on them, so I'm going to leave it. That is a weed of some kind. I'm not really sure what that weed is beside it. And then I've got some green beans that are still growing. Those are royal purple. I don't know what they are. Royal burgundy beans. They're the ones that are purple, and when you cook them, they turn green. In that bed. In this bed, this is where my peas were. I pulled out all the peas, and I transplanted some mustard greens over there. You saw that. And at the end, there's still some sweet potatoes in that bed. I'm going to pull those up here pretty soon because it looks like they're ready to come out from what I've seen today. Also in this bed is some ginger. I know you can't see it, but there's some ginger in that bed. I'm going to see what it did. I put it in there before I put the sweet potatoes in. It wasn't doing anything, but now I see the leaves popping up here and there. So we look real carefully right here. There's ginger, and there's some more in there somewhere. I don't know. There's some back there. And there's somewhere. I don't know how it did, what it did, but there you go. And then over here in this bed, there's more sweet potatoes over here. Y'all get that I like sweet potatoes, I'm sure, by other videos. These are younger than the ones in the other bed because these are from where I cut the greens, some of the greens off and stuck them in the ground over here. But I also have this tomato in here. It is, this is what's this thing called? It's called a sugar bomb. I bought these tomatoes at the grocery store. They were called sugar bomb, and they were really good. They are grape-like tomato, and I just cut one in half and sprinkled some seeds in a pot, and they germinated. And so I've got 3 or 4 of them growing around the house. I'll have to show you what the tomatoes look like. This is a big producer. I don't know what that plant is growing right here. We'll see. I pulled up weeds and stuff out of here, so there's nothing in there right now. I'm gonna put some peas, sugar snap peas, and some spinach and some lettuce in there. That big boy, I believe, is turmeric. I planted ginger and turmeric a lot of places. It didn't come up most places, but it came up there. So that's turmeric. I don't know what kind of turmeric it is. A friend of mine gave me some that's growing in her backyard, and I just put some in here. There's a melon vine over there that has a small melon on it. I doubt that it will get ripe before the frost comes, but it's there. I've got it sitting on a brick because it doesn't quite reach the ground, and it's hooked on that chicken wire. The yard-long beans were over here, and I've pulled all of them out, and so only thing that's left is what was on the chicken wire, and I just need to pull that out and clean that up. Like I said, I wasn't about to do a garden update today, but well, I got the camera and I'm out here. And I guess that's everything in that bed. And then I'm not going to go over to do the other side, but let's look across the yard real quick. And you can see over there I have a fig. I'll walk on over and show you my fig tree. And there's my fig tree. Let me back up so you can see it. There it is. It's big. It's almost, I'd say it's about 8 feet tall as well. It is very full this year. It has been full of leaves. It's really more of a bush. It's got lots and lots of stems coming out of the ground. I think you might be able to see those. And it is also full of figs. And I think I've maybe said before in a video that it's got a lot of figs on it. but the figs are green. They haven't ripened. As you can see, there's a couple there. There's a bunch there. These are finally ripening. And it's October 10th, and they're finally ripening. That one is close to being ready. That one's close. That one's close. So finally get some ripening on here. These things have been sitting on here green. There's tons of figs on this tree. I hope y'all can see them. There are tons of them on here. On every branch, there's figs everywhere in here. I did get one earlier. The birds have gotten some. Got one earlier that something had taken a bite out of. So Bella got that, and she loves figs. I think if I didn't like them, I'd have a tree out here for her, because she will come up and she smells them and will jump up and bite the figs off the tree. And don't let one fall near her, because it's hers. But anyways, this is my muscadine vine, which is right by my figs, and it's on my fence line. And as y'all can see, I don't know how to prune. But I'm learning. I will be giving her a good prune come, I think about February is about the time of the year when you prune muscadines around here. And she's got some muscadines on her. There you go. There's some. So this is what my pear tree is looking like, the 10th of October. It's dropping leaves as it's cooling off. It's growing pretty good. I'm thinking I might get a flower on it this spring, hopefully. Also, I have 2 Chickasaw plums. This one, the top broke out of it, but it did come back from the root, so we'll see what it does. I'm hoping it will be okay. It's come back pretty good. But I have another one that I planted at the same time beside it, and there it is. Ooh, the sun is bright over here. Hope y'all can see that. It's about 8 feet tall, and it's dropping its leaves too. It's a nice plum tree. This one might bear next year too. These trees I got from Willis Orchard. I ordered them online. Willis Orchards is out of Georgia. I appreciate you coming by, stopping in, visiting for a while. If you have comments or questions, please leave them down below. If you like the video, hit the like button. It makes a difference. It makes a big difference, and I really appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I try to put out content at least once a week, sometimes more. That's all. I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.